Hey guys, in this video I'm going to be teaching you how to use the spread cull to control cards in a deck. So if I want to control the ace of clubs to the top of the deck, that would look like this. Here's the ace of clubs, and all I have to do is square up the deck, and I've already controlled the ace right to the top. This is the first version and standard version of the spread cull. The second version I'm going to teach you today is this. It's also very well known. I show you that card in the middle of the deck, and then I just square up the cards, push that in, and I've already controlled the card to the bottom. And the third way is a slightly less known version where the card is placed inside the middle of the deck, and you can see that card right there. And then we're just going to square up those cards, and I've controlled the card to the top. Okay guys, now I'm going to be teaching you these three controls. Okay, so basically what we are going to do is this. We are going to take the card that you want to control, and you're going to put it in the center of the deck. So I'm going to put this card in the center of the deck and push it in. And now what you're going to do is spread through the cards and get to that card. So now how to spread through the cards. You're going to hold the deck in straddle grip with this finger here and this finger down here, and these two fingers here, and the thumb along this edge right here. Now the thumb is going to contact this edge right here and push off all of those cards. You're going to grab it with this hand, and then this thumb is going to come back and push. So this is the normal spreading of a deck. If you were to say, pick a card, any card, this is how you would spread the deck. So you're going to spread, 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 spread. But when you're doing the spread cull, what you're really going to do is you're going to spread a few, and then you're going to bunch it back up just like that. In this way, these fingers are always really close to these fingers, so they have control over the entire deck. When you're spreading the cards out like this, you don't have control over all of the cards with your fingers. So you're going to go like this, and then bunch the cards up, like this, and bunch the cards up. And once you get to the ace of clubs, you're going to stop. And you can display the ace of clubs for a second, or you can just do it right away. And you're going to make sure that a few cards to the right of the ace of clubs are also spread out, and it's not like this. Okay, so we spread through the cards. Once we get to the ace of clubs right there, we're going to put your left thumb, or if you're doing this if you're left-handed, you're going to put your right thumb. So whatever card holds the cards, you're going to put that thumb on the card to the right of it. So here's the Queen of Spades. I'm going to put my left thumb on the Queen of Spades. And now I'll flip this card over so that you can see it better. We have the Queen of Spades right here. And now you see the two spreads, the cards are spread out, but you're holding all of the cards to the left of the card you want to control in your left hand, and all of these cards in your right hand. So even though it looks like you're just spreading it out randomly, they're actually separated but close together. So then what you're going to do is when you have your thumb here, you're going to make this motion with your right hand, just like that. Now normally when you do this, all of the cards will just bunch up together like that. But why it's going to be different, because you have your thumb on this card. So when you make this motion like that, all that's going to happen is the ace of clubs is going to slide out. You can see just like that, slides out. And then what you do is you just let it fall by slightly extending your fingers down like that. Let it fall and push all of these cards into that gap. And then you see you've controlled this card to the top. So this is the basic spread cull. And now I'm going to be showing you two versions that are also very helpful. So in our second version, we're going to place the card in the middle of the deck. And then you're going to spread through the deck and show the person the card. Now, what you're going to do is take your left thumb and place it on the bottom left corner of the card to the right of the outjogged card. So we're holding it like this. And now what you're doing with this hand is you're holding it up here with the top corner. This middle finger is contacting the top corner of the ace of clubs up here. So then as you're bringing your hand back down, what this hand's going to do is make this motion again. But now instead of just making this motion with this thumb standing still, this left thumb is going to push this card up so that as you're going down, it appears as though that card is the card sticking out in the deck. So this way, it's going to look like they see the card and then they bring it down, but this card is not the card, but it looks like it is. And now you have this card under the spread, and you can just do the normal spread cull to bring it to the bottom, and then of course all you have to do is push in this indifferent card, and then do whatever you like with this card on the bottom. So now, the third version is slightly more difficult, and it is showing it in the spread and then controlling the card to the top. So, the way this works, we're going to have the card in the middle of the deck, out-jogged, go like this, bring it in like this, and show the card. Now, the reason we out-jog it and then bring it down is to give a sort of an explanation for why you are splitting the cards at this point, because you're going to split the cards at this point, and it's important that these cards aren't all squared and this is the only card pushed off. You're also going to want to have another card pushed off here, and maybe even a few more, but this is all that is necessary. So we have this card out-jogged, we go like this, and we show the card, and then we pull it down and separate. Now what we're going to do is we're going to sort of make a little motion like this so that the spectator can't really see where the cards are. And in that motion, you're going to keep these fingers on the card to the left of the ace of clubs, and you're going to drag the ace to the left, okay? So it's this motion. So it's basically a spread cull, but with one hand. So we're doing this, and we're going to go like this, and then what you're going to do is take all of these cards, which are spread out in your right hand, and push them under the ace of clubs. And just like that, go like that. And do this very quickly, square it up in one motion, and that way the spectator will not be able to see it. And this is a very cool control that you can use, an advanced technique with the spread cull. Alright guys, so thank you for watching this video. Comment down below, like this video, and subscribe to my YouTube channel.